What's going on, Den Dwellers? Back at it. We're going to do a deep dive into slashers. Where are they going next? Where should they go? Let's get at it. What's going on? What's going on, Den Dwellers? We are back at it again. Missed y'all. Love talking to y'all. Like I said, appreciate you. Before I get at this, make sure you give me a sub and like on here. Helps me out tremendously. I wasn't expecting it, like I said, for it to start taking off like it has been. So let's keep that growing. Let's have some fun. And I'll start doing these live watch alongs when I start getting more followers on here and start nerding out together and watching some shit. But, without further ado, we're going to talk about slashers. Where do they go next? Slashers, they always have a very special place in my heart when it comes to horror. The reason being is it's the realest thing to me when it comes to horror, because murder, rape, all that shit happens every single day, every single country. Right. That's why a lot of slashers were inspired by actual serial killers or grave robbers like Ed Gein. Is because they're vile, right? So slashers, they're starting to fall off, okay? And when we do get a good slasher, in my opinion, like In a Violent Nature, good ass slasher, different point of view, which was really fucking cool. And it got shit on because I ate too much walking. It's like, okay, then pay attention to the movie. Listen to what he's hearing. Take in what he's taking in, and then wait around for the kills, right? And so I can't wait for the second one to come out to see what they're gonna do with it. Because it has some of the gnarliest fucking kills I've seen. Like, dude, the log splitter guys, like, fucking paralyzes the guy, drags him over to a fucking log splitter, and dude, you just see it just munch and just, it's just like, oh, it's just, I don't know. Like monster movies, all that shit is good, but slashers to me is like where the real horror is, because you can do a lot with it. Which, like I said, I'm going to state in the essay video I'm going to make about the really weird outrage when it comes to it. Being in horror, I've even been told that it shouldn't be in it. It's whatever, which is kind of weird because it's like, it's horror. People are getting filleted and skinned and shit. So it's kind of like, well, you know. It hits that real spot. So they need to start going maybe more, not real, obviously, but more realistic with it. Do more. What's a like Seven. Don't know if you guys have seen that. If you haven't, highly recommend it. Brad Pitt, Morgan Freeman, Spacey, great serial killer flick. More shit like Silence of the Lambs, things of such. Hit more real tones when it comes to it, because dude, we've seen the fucking undead slashers time and time again. The fucking goofy ones like Ghostface, Hard Eyes, and my uh my Bloody Valentine. There it is. Like we've seen all, so it's like let's start angling toward, you know, more Silence of the Lambs, Red Dragon, Hannibal type shit. More not the Stranger sequels. I haven't seen, you know, the newest ones. I've only seen the first and Pray at Night. So, but like the first Strangers, I'm going to use as the example because that one was fucking actually wow. Um one like a really good fucking movie. But and just the whole like, oh, we just did it because you're here. More some more cult like shit. Like go back to the '60s, hit some like we're a cult. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to take kids. We're you know what I'm saying? Um, kind of like The Sacrament tried to do, which if you haven't seen that, I highly recommend that too. It's a take on a Jim Jones. It's really fucking good. See, that's where these like movies start getting good is where it starts taking from real life events and real shit. That's why it's like you go with if you do a slash, you got to go in. You got to go in. You can't half-ass a slasher thing, dude. And that's what I feel is like really starting to happen. Um, like Dangerous Animals, the shark serial killer, dude. Like decent movie. But they make him such a puss by the middle to end of the movie, like he's not intimidating anymore. He loses his like the muster of it. You know what I'm saying? Or let's see here. Let's look back at my goddamn um shit, dude. Even Misery's really good. Um, Cape Fear. I just seen that as I was turning around. Cape Fear. Start doing movies like that. Modernize them. I'm not saying remake them, but movies like that. Modernize them. Spice it up 2020 style and go from there. Because, like, and Hard Eyes, and I tried watching, I couldn't get into it. Um, it's just, it's just a lot of just, I don't know. Slasher films just aren't the same, dude. Like, 70s, 80s, and like, dude, the slasher shit was so amazing. Like, you could, there was just slasher movies for days in Blockbuster Family Video. You know what I'm saying? Sci-fi's, whatever. You could like Black Christmases, the Friday the 13th, fucking Halloween. You have the fucking like Cape Fear type shit. You got the fucking goddamn My Bloody Valentines. You got things like B movies like Intruder, which is actually pretty fucking good. It says Sam Raimi. I highly recommend that one too. If you work retail, you will you'll get a kick out of it. But it just you just had a lot to choose from back then, right? And now it's just kind of you get a slasher and it's either super fucking cheese and filled with fucking gore, or it's so lackluster in story that you just really don't give a fuck. And that's why I really dug what these dudes did with Peter Pan's Neverland Nightmare, dude. They took Peter Pan. Just want to let you guys know that's right there from this graphic. It's not my camera. They took a free domain Peter Pan from fucking the story from fucking decades to 100 whatever years ago, right? Kind of took the original concept of it, Not the Disney version, the original concept of where Peter Pan's a fucking piece of shit and takes kids to make them fight in war. And the fucking grown ass fucking adults in Neverland are actually the first Lost Boys that are waging war against Peter because he took them. So they took that, brought it into 2020, jazzed it up, and now you have a circus worker who's a pedo. Well, a PDF. Sorry, YouTube. Who's a PDF. And turned him into also a serial killer. Took Tinkerbell. What's with pixie dust and stuff? Oh, cool. What can we call? You were gonna make her a drug addict. Yeah. Pixie dust. That opening fucking sequence to Peter Pan's Neverland Nightmare is exactly what the fuck I am talking about. Suspense done well. Fucking build up done well. The gore done well. The fucking dude. Fucking amazing. It just fills that bitch up, bro. So why can't mainstream movie companies, put out good slashers again? Let me know down in the comments. Maybe I'm missing them, but I haven't seen a legit good, like, high budget slasher. Well, not high budget. Friday 13th and shit wasn't high budget, but after time they did. Like, since, I don't know, maybe. I was about to say Halloween 2018. But I don't know. I'm iffy on those. So I'd almost want to say, you guys are gonna hang me for this. The one that really sticks out to me in the past decade to 20 years, is Halloween 2007, which is what I think 2007 was Rob Zombie's, right? Because it's showing you how kind of serial killers fucking happen. If it wasn't for showing kind of like a different version into Michael and actually like diving into like serial killer childhood, on like neglect and mommy issues and shit, because dude, he had mommy issues straight the fuck up in it, dude. That's no different than a real life Ed Kemper, a real life Gary Ridgway, etc. So Rob took from real crime stuff and was like, well, this is kind of how that goes. And he threw it in and was like, boom, well, what's an early warning sign for serial killers? Abuse and killing animals at a young age. Gonna have Michael constantly go through rats. Like, it's just, it hits notes on being like, okay, until obviously he fucking turns into Undead Michael at the end, pretty much, where he's this big hulking dude that's like, but still a good movie. I'm just talking about kind of like the more real, like the realistic feel of said thing, instead of it just being like, group of teens, there was hazing. I'm doing a premise from an actual movie. I can't remember the movie's name. They're making fake masks of other people's faces that they're killing or whatever, and because something. It's like, come on, dude. It's like we've seen that one before. That's called Terror Train, or Prom Night, right? Prom Night is where that's the one where Jamie Lee Curtis and then they're fucking playing in that building and then the motherfucker falls out the window or some shit. Just saying, the over the top slasher stuff doesn't need to happen, but we don't need to straight up just take premises from older horror. Like, there's so much nasty real life killer shit that happens. There's inspiration for these types of movies and stories everywhere. I'm tired of, actually, just in general, tired of just lazy movie writing. But it seems like any slasher we have gotten, like I've said, comment down below. Let me know if I'm missing them. Because I think I've pretty much stated the biggest ones in the past like 10 or 20 years. We're just getting a bunch of remakes and reboots. Scream. Back at it. Not remaking it, but we've rebooted. Halloween. We've erased the original timeline. We started clean with 3 new movies. Child's Play. We have a fucking Chucky show now. We had all these fucking, which now that's so out of hand. It's like, so they're fucking have fucking Chucky's running everywhere and shit. Started in the Call of Chucky. It's just like, okay, this is getting too fucking much. Because that's technically a slasher. Like, what's another one? Friday 13th got fucked because of that lawsuit, so I can't really throw that one in there. Texas Chainsaw. They haven't been able to make a good sequel of that motherfucker since 1973. Oh, fucking goddamn, the Netflix one's garbage. The only good ones are 1973 and the fucking remake with Jessica Biel. Those are the only ones worth really even like giving like a time of day to. Like Texas Chainsaw, the supposedly first, you know what I'm saying, connected sequel. It shows the opening of the house and everything. All these just random dudes get shot up. And you're like, who the fuck? None of these guys were in the house during the original movie. Who are these motherfuckers, dude? Who's that bitch? You know what I'm saying? It turned into like cash grabs on already established fucking killers, dude. Come up with your own. Like I am. Like I am. Like I am. Writing a fucking novel. Original shit. Like it's just not hard to actually sit down and like come up with original concepts. And that's what's pissing me off. And the slasher genre has gotten so lazy and bad with it. It's just we're getting more of these elevated, stupid, fucking paranormal type movies that are so fucking dime a dozen anymore. Like, or these just stupid elevated pieces of shit. Like, dude, I watched Crumb Catcher on Shudder. Fucking dude, one of the most boring, lame, dumb fucking movies I have ever seen in my fucking life. To where I don't even know if I'm gonna review that motherfucker on this channel. The way it sounded was going to be a cool slasher that these fucking people that are, these fucking inventors trying to fucking sell off this thing to these investors. Not going to take no for an answer. It's like, ooh, that sounds like a good slasher. And I watch it. I'm just like, dude, there's like nothing. What the fuck is this? It's just elevated suspense bullshit the whole time. I'd rather watch a fucking Hallmark movie, dude. A Lifetime movie, fucking suspense thriller movie. Fucking what was the one I watched with my wife? Something in Yosemite. I don't know. Had a fucking serial killer that was up in the in Yosemite or whatever. Fucking cheesy as shit. I'd rather watch that than these lazy cash grab motherfuckers. Like the new Scream coming out. Stu's gonna be in it again. Dewey's gonna be in it again. It better be flashbacks because both of y'all supposedly died in the movies. It's just that's what I'm saying, dude. We need to get away from this fucking remake bullshit. Start coming up with original ideas, even if that's taking from shit like I'm looking over here at my fucking bookcase. Like I'm looking at Anne Rule, The Stranger Beside Me. That's her writing about Ted Bundy. Okay, so let's go and look at some Ted Bundy crimes. Okay, let's start trying to like think on a character we can formulate and construct around kind of how he was. Not exactly, but kind of how he was. And then go from there. A Charles Manson. Like, that's what I said with the fucking cult shit. You know what I'm saying? A slasher fucking. They ended up going to a fucking house and slashing people up. So, take that inspiration. Do something original with it. People think like I don't fucking get it. If you're a writer and you're inspired by something, fucking like, because to me it's just fucking flat out just copying. It's just like, don't copy, copy my homework, but don't make it obvious. Like all the reboots and shit always have to have all these stupid little Easter egg like throwbacks in there, and it's like, cool. You quoted fucking a movie that came out, whatever. Awesome. I don't give a fuck. I've already seen this movie 15,000 times. Give me somebody different. Like I'm not gonna lie. I still watch them. I still watch the new Screams. I still watch them. I still give them tries. I still check them out. But I'm not as invested in new slasher films as I was back in the like early 2000s, and like even the early 2000s had some shit, bro. Fear.com, things of such. It's just, where did it go? And we need these people to start bringing it back. That's why I was so relieved, even though it had some woke shit in it, which fucking making kids gay in a movie kind of pisses me off. But like, check your fucking drives, boys. But it hit the slasher shit in an original way. It took a character that's already a character, but it's a free domain to where you can do whatever the fuck you want, right? And they did something cool with it. Kind of like I'm about ready to watch. I'm thinking I'm gonna watch tonight. Popeye's Revenge. It's on Tubi, so if you want to watch that, watch it. It looks funny. Uh, it looks interesting. We need to get back to the good slashers, boys. Let's think of some just of the worst type of human beings we can think of. Give me some fucking Wolf Creek again, bro. Perfect example. Not strictly based on anyone specific. If I remember correctly, just on a bunch of string of them. So they made kind of like the dude and was like, hey, the Snowtown murders, which that was more of a, like a Zodiac type movie. So I can't really use that one, but I'll definitely use Wolf Creek and Wolf Creek 2. Dude, fucking High Tension. Have you guys seen High Tension? Dude, High Tension's the shit. Fucking crazy ending. It's fucking nuts. We need to get back to this, boys. And girls. Like, But what the horror that we all fucking, you know, in 2025 fucking drool over is the shit like Sinners that has no horror in it at all. It's billed as a vampire movie and has fucking 10 minutes of vampire action through the whole fucking thing. Come on. Come on. So, yeah. Um, let me know down in the comments, you know what I'm saying? Or even better, pop over the public horror chat on Facebook, Scalton's Horror Den, and fucking let's start just chatting. Just start dropping some fucking your favorite slasher films, or you know, favorite slasher characters, even killers or not killers. Come see, fucking let's start just pitching out some ideas to each other. Being like, hey, what about this would be a cool idea for a fucking, you know, start having some fun with it, because obviously fucking Hollywood's not. Hollywood could do so much shit with fucking the slasher subgenre, but they just decide not to. They want to wait around for uh another Friday the 13th pitch or Halloween pitch and be like, "Yep, that sounds awesome." That's why things like Peter Pan and A Violent Nature, things of such, is a breath of fresh air, and it gives me hope that we're coming back. Okay. Maybe I'm just by slashers, or just my hands, just like I said, it's my hands down favorite. It deals with more realistic subject matter. Some are more brutal, some aren't as brutal, some are more thrillers, some are not as thriller. You know what I'm saying? It's just you get a variety when you do slashers. You can have different personalities. You can have, you know, instead of being like, okay, we're gonna reboot Friday 13th or Halloween for like the fucking 15,000th time. Okay, this motherfucker don't talk. Got it? He's not gonna. He's just gonna walk the same and do the same shit every fucking movie. We're just gonna change the fucking meat bags and just try to entertain them with just mindless gore at this point. That's why I actually kind of like 2009 Friday 13th out of the series, because like it was a breath of fresh air. It was like, okay, we don't have just this lumbering zombie Jason. Even like, and I'm a big Jason stan, so me talking shit about Jason, and you know, and it could be, you know, being a slash or whatever. Um, it changed, like, oh damn, that motherfucker's running again, because you only see him run one time, and that's in 2 when he's running from that cop in the woods. Um, but that's the only time, because then after that he just walks, because he's this undead lumbering dude, you know. So it's not. It's like, okay, this dude isn't undead. He's just a fucking mutated, ugly son of a bitch. That's huge. And that just wants to kill people because he's angry because y'all killed his mama. But y'all didn't kill his mama. It was somebody else that killed his mama. He's just taking out on everybody because mommy issues. You see what I'm saying? Good slashers take from real shit. Psycho, Ed Gein, mommy issues. Psycho, Norman Bates, mommy issues. It's just, come on, you know, we got to get back to it, guys. I'm done ranting about this. I'm going to go eat some fucking food, so make sure you give me a sub, like on this. These, like I said, these will start getting better in time. I enjoy talking to y'all. Horror is, obviously, as you see, that's not even all the murals. I got some around that wall. I got some over here. I got some over here. I got some up here. fucking and what horror is a big part of my life, guys. So I'm really passionate about it, really enjoy it, and want to share it with all of you, and you know, talk and riff, and yeah. So make sure you join that Skulton's Public Horror down on Facebook. Make sure you follow me on TikTok, X also. Uh, and until next time, Den Dwellers, you guys have a good one, and you guys keep it spooky for spooky season. Let's go.